Okay, so I have a little story to tell you. Today, I'm not grooming a dog because I can't, because of this, and because of this. Now, the crazy thing is, I ended up getting this fork, okay, go through this finger and through the nail. You're wondering, how did I do that? I did that because I was trying to go too fast and, I was moving around too fast in the kitchen. And I opened the drawer. And when I opened the drawer, I stuck my hand in to go get the fork, to pick up the fork like this, to pick up the fork. And as I picked up the fork, it hit the end. This is the drawer, right? When you open. Okay. So when I opened and I picked up with my hip, I closed the drawer at the same time, and it just, like a spear, right through. I ended up having to go to the hospital. I tried to pull it out on my own. As soon as it happened, the first thing I said to myself was, I don't have time for this. I don't. But what ended up happening is I tried to pull it out. I closed my eyes, I bit down on my lip, and I yanked. It didn't come out. And then I thought for a second, you know what? It's best that I don't pull it out. I'll just leave it in, because if I pull it out, I might bleed too much. Now, the reason why I'm sharing this with you guys, well, first of all, I don't have a grooming video today for you, but I do want to share it because I, want to talk a moment about how important our hands are for any job, of course. But because of this, I can't work for how many days, right? I will probably be able to start working back next week. I have a few days where I have to really not put my hands in any water or touch any dirty dogs. But yeah, but we work with scissors. We work with sharp tools. And it's really important that we pay attention to what we're doing. I mean, I've dropped my scissors how many times? And sometimes it's like, whoa, right next to my foot. Has that happened to you before? Just falls right next to the foot. Not only that it costs for your pair of scissors, but it also can hurt. It'll cost because every time you drop a pair of scissors, you have to have them sharpened again, right? But yes, we do work. Look, we do work with scissors. And I think life is just trying to tell me to slow down, because I am one of those fast movers, and I just need to get things done quickly. I'm like that. I just gotta move and get it done. And one of these in your foot, in your hand, it's not a fork, okay? It's not a fork. It's worse than a fork. You wouldn't even imagine a fork going through a finger. I mean, I'm pressing really hard and I can't get this through my finger. Can you imagine? It went right through my nail. Okay, so be careful. We need to pay attention to what we're doing. Sometimes we're not paying attention. We're talking, blah, 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 and we're not paying attention. After this happened and I tried to pull it out, I called my husband. I was done work. I had just finished grooming my last pup. I had washed my hands. I'm grateful I did, because you don't know. And this was a clean fork. So, had I had dirty pup hands, and the fork would have gone in, there could have been a bigger chance to have some infection. So I finished work. I had finished washing my hands, and I wanted to serve my dog. I wanted to give him his supper. So I went in, because I feed him raw. So I went in and I wanted to get a fork, a knife, to get all of that ready. And when that happened, I called my husband. He came to pick me up. He was in total shock, like, what the heck is that? So I ended up going to the hospital and feeling like a real idiot with the fork. How was the fork? The fork was like this, I think. So we get in the car, and as we're going, I decide to film it to show my daughter, okay, honey, I'm going to the hospital. This is what happened, blah, blah, blah. Nothing serious, but something really odd. And then after that, I ended up calling my sister, And she's like, what are you doing? That's an AI thing. What are you doing? That's just a joke. You're just playing around. Nah, that's not true. And I'm going, no, Connie, look. And she's like, no, that's not true. Oh, it was true. I says, look, I showed her, we were going to the hospital. So anyhow, so we got to the hospital and I have my hand like this with a fork in it. And, you know, I have to see the nurse, first of all, so they can assess and see what kind of situation this is. And she looked at me and she says, in 10 years, I have never seen anything like this. She says, I've seen nails, I've seen fishing hooks, but a fork? No. So she calls over her friend, come say this. So it's like, okay, everyone's coming to see my hand. And I looked at her and I says, okay, you can say it, you can say it. And she says, okay, how'd you do that? So I explained everything. And then she looked at me and she says, you won't have to wait. And that's the thing here. We usually need to wait to see the doctor. You know, you'll see the nurse, they'll see what kind of urgency it is, and then you have to sit back down and wait, and you can wait 8 hours, 12 hours, 24, 48 hours. You can wait a long time before seeing a doctor. So I'm thinking, I am not going to sit here with a fork in my finger for the next 12 to 48 hours. So she looked at me and she says, oh, no, that's not going to happen. She says, just go to door 9, and she says, the doctor's waiting for you. He'll take that out right away. All right. So what they ended up doing, of course, he was shocked too. It's what he ended up doing, you'll see there's like this little dot there. Well, of course, that's the injection site. He needed to inject some fluid to, you know, freeze my finger up so that I don't feel it when he pulls the fork out. All right, so the story is he went and he injected me, and to tell you the truth, when the fork went through my finger, I didn't feel anything. All I felt was pressure in the nail, pressure in the finger. And I was wondering, did it go through the bone? Because it had a weird sensation, but it didn't. And when he injected right next to the nerve, or in the nerve, I don't know, in the finger. The injection was so painful. The injection was more painful than the fork itself, as oddly as that sounds. So anyhow, so the injection hurt and finger froze up. Took the fork out, and then after that he told me, he says it's not, the blood's not stopping. So it just kept, he says, you got an artery. So it's like, okay, so it was just like, blood was popping up like that, bubbling up. And I lost, you know, I still lost a little bit of the, you know, I had about the size of a dinner plate pooling underneath my hand. And he says, okay, the blood's not stopping. And then that's when I started not feeling too good. I asked him, I said, can I bleed too much? Is that he says, no. He says, you don't bleed out for a finger. So that was like, phew. So anyhow, what he had to do is he had to just put a tourniquet on it to make sure that we could get the blood to coagulate, put my hand up in the air. We waited 20 minutes. He took it off and he says the blood stopped. So that was the story. The blood stopped, and now I can't work for a good few days. All I have to do is just wash it. I washed it yesterday. He put a Band-Aid on, washed it this morning just with soap and water. Put the Band-Aid back, a new Band-Aid on, and tomorrow I should be able to go without the Band-Aid. But this is the craziest thing. No, I've already had a nail go into my foot when I was a kid. I went and jumped. And when I went and jumped, I landed on a nail. It went right into my foot. I was maybe 4 or 5 years old. But anywho, I'm happy I had my tetanus shot a few years back, and that hopefully my nail bed will be fine so I can have some nice nails, because when you damage the nail bed, well, anyhow. The only thing right now is we have to be careful for infection. I checked it a while ago. It seems a little red. And there's a little bit of inflammation. Of course, my finger is bigger than the other finger, so it's working on healing. But I'm just fingers crossed, because the bad part is you could get infection from something like this. So anyhow, that's my little story here. I wanted to share with you guys. I'm sorry I don't have a video for you, grooming video, but I did have a story, and it should be an interesting one. And maybe Friday, I'll be uploading this video on Friday, and usually I have the Monday video. The doctor said a few days without working, maybe on Sunday, because right now it is Thursday. as I'm recording this. And on Sunday, maybe I'll be able to groom. I don't work on Mondays, but I need to groom my pup Jace, my little dog, my little Morkie, sorry. So I might groom Jace, and maybe I won't be able to do the whole groom, I don't know, but I will film that if I'm okay. If not, there may not be a video on Monday, so sorry about that. But I should be all good for the next video following that Friday. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, sorry, no pups, but a nice little story for you. Till then, guys, I'll see you in the next video. I upload new videos every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. Eastern Time. And I also have a members area where you can come join me, and I have full grooms in there. So if ever you're interested in full grooming, then you can join me there also. Till then, guys, take care. Till next video. Bye for now.